Today, a focus tree that really shouldn't be a lot of fun, but is Lithuania. Because this nation, for some reason, while being a very small and for World War II insignificant nation, has a really fun and strong focus tree. But let's stop talking and start doing. Iron Man, historical, and go. So, Lithuania, our army is not in a good shape, but we do have 3 research slots, which is more than most nations have played lately. So over here, research, armor, because yeah, we will need tanks, trains, because yeah, we don't have those, and because I want to research faster, engineering. Yeah, we're not going to do anything with production yet, because we don't really have the economy to produce. We have like 3 civilian factories and 2 mills. It's not looking good. But for now, let's get out our first focus, reconvene the MEMES. And while our first 70-day focus goes on, here it's a very long one, let's talk about our negative spirits. And there are quite a lot. This one will be fixed very soonish, but this over here needs a little bit, but we have way more time, so let's just not touch the military while we have that. Over here, agrarian society also pretty bad, and we can't fix it for quite a while because you fix it over here in the industry path, but we will not have the time to go down the industry path at the beginning of this game. And at last, the Iron Wolf threat, which gives support for an ideology I don't want to have today. So getting rid of this is the priority. And with the first focus done, let's do exactly that. Because over here, we can get rid of it. But before we do just that, we're gonna grab this bonus over here for more recruitable population and then get rid of it. Costing us about 70 days more, but pretty much worth it. And yeah, in the background, this modifier gets worse. We have like a ticking timer and it gets more and more horrible. So even though these focuses over here, and yeah, we're gonna go down the monarchist route, are pretty strong, we just need to fix this first. This is sadly not another choice we can do. But for now, let's get the modifier. So we got the train. Now let's also get anti-air. Yeah, we don't have that. We don't know what anti-air is. If you know my videos and you see those 2 researchers over here, kinda can guess where this is going. So interwar tank is also done. And for what I'm planning, I want to get medium tanks, but that is way too expensive to research right now. So let's just get basic armor protection. Let's go. And with the next focus done, let's finally get rid of the Iron Wolf threat. Finally. But this was kind of really good to do because now we get 1% extra recruitable population. And for our nation, that's pretty good. Especially with the path we're gonna go down. And yeah, currently I'm saving all the political power I can get. But I would say I'm gonna get myself an army defense expert. I mean, I could also get an army drill genius for even more army experience gain. But I don't think he's worth it political power-wise. It's so expensive. I'm just gonna get myself the defense expert. And we will defend a lot, so it's not even that bad. And yeah, I'm taking no advisors right now because they are really expensive. It will fix itself very soon, but for now, no. Similar with economy law, I could go partial mobilization right now, but it is very expensive and we could get war economy very soon because we're gonna be at war very soon. And no, we don't have a military that's at all prepared. But we have some more time to fix that, so let's go down Lithuanian preservationism and gain a very good modifier for unaligned support, fixing one of the bad modifiers and turning it into a good one and giving us 100 political power. Very good. The only sad thing, 70 days. There's a lot of 70 days focus at the beginning. It hurts. And yeah, even though it's very inefficient in the background, I'm just building mills. I could build infrastructure, but there's no real resource I could boost here. And for dockyards, the only province I could build dockyards in is a province I will lose. I will lose, Mammal. So yeah, not worth it. But what I could do is use my political power to do raids. Long term, more stability and more unaligned support. Sounds good to me. We also finished this focus over here. So let's immediately rush down a king for our people, giving us a king for our people. Focus didn't lie. Best of all, 35-day focus. So let's go. I can also get advisors now, and they are even cheaper than normal now. Pretty good. Problem is, most of these advices are not good. I don't know. Like, the focus tree is a lot of fun, but advices for the non-aligned path, none of these advices are good for me right now. Like, this advice over here is nice, but he loses me support I need. Yeah. Later on, I'm gonna get the Compassionate Gentleman and Prince of Terror for less damage to garrison, because he will have a lot of land to garrison. But for now, there's like no advisor I need. So I'm just gonna do something weird and get an industrial concern, because it gives us research speed for industry, and we can basically actually use it for all research because I haven't done anything here yet. So that's actually pretty useful. So with that focus done, we don't have a king yet, but we have someone. So let's do a new noble class next, giving us unaligned support, more political power gain. That's actually really good. And making economic laws and political advisors cost a bit more. Yeah, that's kind of a bit bad, but the other stuff is way better. So let's do it. It's not like I have a choice if I want to do that focus or not. I have to do it anyways. But I guess I could get the Prince of Terror right now before it becomes more expensive to kind of save a bit of political power. I'm also going to start researching industry now because we will need an industry. We don't have an industry right now. Didn't change yet, but very soon we will have a big industry through other means. And then we need the research. So the new noble class is here. Let's establish a royal guard, giving us actually pretty good divisions on top of a okay modifier. This is maybe good later, but for now it doesn't really do anything for us. It's just a special force modifier. We don't have any special forces. So we got the royal guard. Let's abolish the presidency, making our king our actual king, giving us a modifier we basically already have as a national spirit and more recovery rate. Yeah, basically we will just lose this modifier over here and gain it on the leader. So that modifier is not a change. So we have a king again. And now let's immediately rush down, support monarchism in Poland, basically allowing us to annex all of Poland. Not immediately, but down here, you literally just can annex them. It's pretty good. And yeah, with this focus now done, let's conquer Lithuania. But before we can do that, I need to do one more focus. This one over here. Why? Because it gives us not just political power, even more important, war support. Because the war against the Baltic states, I want to use to go to war economy, but right now, we wouldn't have enough war support while the war is going on to actually go to war economy. So I'm gonna squeeze in this actual still very good modifier to give us more war support so I can actually do that. And on the side, I will also start to just influence Poland with monarchy support, where we can basically sacrifice different things to push monarchism bigger and bigger in Poland. A very important button here is sway Polish generals, which basically allows you to keep Polish generals once you annex them. And Lithuania doesn't have that much generals. You get more through the focus tree, but for a big army, which we will have, it's not a lot. And yeah, by the way, this is why I save political power. It kind of costs quite a decent amount of political power to do all of that. And now with that done, let's claim Livonia, giving us a new name, course in all of the Baltics, and war goals. Let's do that. So, and now that we have enough monarchism support in Poland, I'm gonna start swaying generals as often as I can. What I'm also gonna do right now is get myself a military theorist, and now that the doctrines are cheaper, I know, they're not cheaper yet. I forgot, we still have the bad modifier. I'm gonna go down Grand Battle Plan, obviously, but we kind of have to reform our army before I'm gonna do that. Doctrines are still very expensive. So with that focus done, let's immediately go down here. Yeah, we do really need that. And also, let's immediately declare these two wars, because otherwise the allies will just guarantee them, and that would be bad. We also have a new flag now, and not gonna lie, that looks pretty sick. While we're still in pause, some opening moves, and let's go. In the background, I will go to war economy finally, and yeah, we can do that now. We have over 50% war support, and we wouldn't have enough war support without the focus, so pretty good we did do that. In the background, I'm also gonna keep an eye on sway Polish generals. I'm trying to click this as much as I can, because it is really good. I'm also gonna go down extensive conscription, because we're kind of running out of men, but yeah, this will take a little bit. So the military has been reformed, and we don't need any modifiers over here for now. So let's maybe get 4th research slot in industry path. That will be very necessary. So Latvia capitulated. Even have a few ships, I'm gonna steal those. Now let's go to Estonia. Yeah, and the best about this war is every time you conquer something, you just get stronger, because all of this is already cores. It's just getting more manpower and industry while pushing. Beautiful. Yep, also conquered. Now we should chill a little bit, because our military is very bruised from all of this fighting. And what we should definitely do right now is research the medium tank, because I think we're slowly running out of time for what I'm planning. But yeah, we really have an industry now. That is so good. From 3 civilian factories up to 19 right now. I love it. So we're now 1 focus away from getting our research slot, but we have enough monarchism support to subjugate Poland. So let's do that. Sadly, this has a higher priority. I want to have a research slot. So focus is done. Poland has a civil war, but most of the time, yeah, the other Poland has 0 men, and my Poland has like basically all the men probably. So yeah, that was the civil war. That was really not long. But best of all, immediately after, we can just literally restore the Commonwealth, annexing all of Poland and giving us cores on a lot of territories. I mean, also territories that we already own and core, but I'll take it. Let's restore the Commonwealth. And not gonna lie, I'm interested how many Polish leaders I will get, because I did click it a lot, but I don't know how much. On another note, the medium tank is done, so let's build an anti-air tank. Because yeah, today we're gonna work with Space Marines. We kind of have to, because we will fight the entire Soviet Union pretty much 1939. So in like half a year, we don't have an air force, and they do. This will hurt a lot. So yeah, Space Marines today. I'm also gonna get finally trench warfare and Grand Battle Plan. Also allows me to get logistical focus and theater training. Less supply used and gaining experience faster for specific terrain. Pretty good. And yes, you heard right. We will only fight the Soviet Union because Germany doesn't care about us. They want metal from me, but when I annex the entirety of Poland, they don't want anything else from me. I'm not Poland. Even though I will be Poland-Lithuania, the Commonwealth, I'm not Poland. So Germany will just bypass the dancing of war. I know this is really stupid and historically makes no sense, but that's how the game works, and who am I to complain? And yes, this literally means that Lithuania is the easier nation to restore the Commonwealth as, because you don't have to fight Germany in the beginning, just the Soviet Union. But I can finally waste most of my political power, so yeah, let's get some military staff. Also, democracy, be gone. Focus is done, bypassing this focus over here, because we do already cornered territory now. So let's finally get our last research slot. And our industry also got a little boost from all of this. So yeah, everything into tanks, a little bit into guns, a bit more into artillery, and also a bit in support equipment. This hopefully does the job. Yeah, we actually got quite a bit of Polish leaders. That is pretty cool. We even got better field marshals, so you know what? I'm just gonna use them. Also gonna build myself a cheeky little spy agency. I present to you the Commonwealth Intelligence Agency. Oh yeah, and in that second, Germany demands memo. Yeah, let's give it to them. It's like 2 civilian factories, which hurts a little bit, but it's really not worth the war. Oh, that's actually funny, because Germany bypassed dancing of war. They didn't even go for Czechoslovakia. No, they just directly went into the Benelux, immediately starting World War II. I love historical AI dealing with ahistorical focuses. It is always a fun experience. So, we got the research slot. Now I would say next on our agenda is definitely fixing agrarian society. But before we do that, I'm just gonna get the Forest Brothers modifier real quick. 10% core attack, 10% core defense. Very good modifier. And very necessary against the neighbor of us that will attack us very soon. Yeah, I forgot about that. We can actually move our capital. We get 10 stability for that. That's actually pretty good. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. Let's just ban communism to kind of counter that a little bit, because this will become annoying. And it stays for 3 years. Yeah. And now with that finished, let's actually finally fix our economy. Let's go. There's still so many industry focuses I haven't taken yet, and they're gonna be so good. We're still very much behind on artillery, but our army is getting very prepared. Especially that we're already building anti-air tanks is huge. Because in my test runs, I was always kind of late with building anti-air tanks, and that hurts a lot. I'm also now gonna create this Space Marine division, which I'm just gonna call Elite Royal Guard, because I'm that creative. It's not the best of divisions, it's just a 7-2 plus an anti-air tank, but it should be good enough for the beginning. So, it will help a lot. So what I'm gonna do is get a collaboration government in the Soviet Union. This will be unironically huge, because I don't want to push to the Urals. I really don't. Oh yeah, talk about the Soviet Union. They remember that it exists on a map, and they don't like that fact. Yeah, we have between a lot of days and no days at all of time now, because they literally give me a decision after time, which kind of annexes me or gives them a war goal instantly. Yeah, but I guess they're going to Finland first. At least they got the war goal. I'm so sorry, Finland. But on the side, we did mostly fix the Grand Society modifier. I think we have no negative modifier left anymore, right? So let's finally get some bonus industry and arm the nation. We have become quite the powerhouse already. We have like 45 mill factories, which isn't that much, but we started with 2, so I'll take this as a W. So war hasn't even started yet, and we can already build an improved anti-air tank. On top of that, I also got myself easy maintenance, so we can produce it cheaper and it becomes more reliable. Overall, pretty good anti-air tank. Can even add armor skirts. You know what? Why not? And jokes aside, it's actually not that much more expensive to build. It's like 3.4 more. For the amount of features I added, that's pretty good. And yeah, the event is here. Guess I have to stop drilling my troops, which are not at all prepared yet, and rudely decline. Ah yes, this is gonna be fun. And immediately a naval invasion. Yeah, I'm prepared for that. I have like a huge naval guard. I know why I did that. We're still missing some artillery and tanks and support equipment, but not a lot. And a lot of that is actually new divisions I'm currently planning on building. So we should be prepared, and the allies actually want to help me. So, I mean, the US, not the allies. But you know what? I'll take it. For the beginning, this is all about just holding holding out, building up our army strength, and then pushing back the Soviet Union. The first initial pushes are going to be very hard to defend, but once we're all dug in and have enough divisions to keep everything safe, the Soviet Union will just stall in fighting us. Like, it will be funny to watch how they will fail. Yeah, but for now, we are holding out pretty well. And only half of my army is Space Marines at the moment, because it was a little bit too expensive to convert everyone. So yeah, pretty good. We also got our first collaboration government, 30%. Let's do that again. And the losses in the background going up. Oh my god, Soviets, what are you doing? Yeah, the only annoying thing is all the naval invasions the Soviets do, but if you have like something there, they're quite easy to deal with. I don't even have Space Marines at the coast, it's just 7-2s, and they're doing quite a good job at just fighting that off. But without Space Marines, I would be completely cast at death. You see, this over here is my Coast Guard being cast at the moment because they're fighting. Hurts a lot. The good thing is, I really rush through my doctrines at the moment. For some reason, I got a lot of army experience. Couldn't be that the Soviets endlessly attack me, and I basically don't lose barely anything. And I do mean barely anything, because I lost 34k, the Soviets nearly 800k. It's like really out of proportion here. And yeah, I've lost 0 territory so far. It's just haven't pushed. And we have basically reached the bottom of our industry path. And you know what? A lot of free factories again. I'll take it. Now, with the important focuses over here done, let's get these over here, because they're also pretty good. State media, giving us more war support in a war, more war support generally, and less ideology support for the other 2 ideologies that we don't want. Let's take that. Oh no, I kind of missed out on this, and actually made a cheeky push over there. Damn it. Could I actually get that? Oh, actually got that. Encirclement, let's go. Yeah, in the background, there's like endless naval invasions from the Soviet Union. I mean, I would complain, but I don't really care. So yeah, I think a year has passed. My army is very much prepared now to attack. I've lost about 120k troops, and the Soviets 2.2 million. Yeah, they're not having a good time. On the side, I also got myself a lot of these good modifiers over here. They are pretty good. So our nation overall is doing pretty well. They already pushed a little bit into the Soviet Union at some points just to secure supply hubs. Yeah, this will be a very destructive offensive for the Soviet Union. I basically just waited for these troops over here to be ready, and they are now. Best of all, I just noticed I gave the troops to a communist sympathizer. Yeah, he's not gonna sympathize with them today. So without further ado, let's push. Yeah, that's a lot of green. And best of all, over here, we push into core territory, because we're the Commonwealth. So we have cores over here. This is so stupid. We will have more manpower and industry once this push is done. Yeah, now Germany declared war on the Soviet Union. This war is about to become very easy, because on top of that, I got another collaboration government. So that 60%. I think if we get to Stalingrad, they will actually capitulate. And I think if I just join the Axis for a second, they would just win this war for me. So why not do that? And yeah, look at that. Germany asked me to join the faction. Why not? I'm just going to stop this focus over here, because it's just for railways. I want to get stuff done here. It's not important. What is important? 5th research slot. We need to be in a faction for that. So let's do it now. Before the Germans kick us out. Yeah, the Finnish are not having a good time. I feel bad for them. But we're pushing amazingly. We have 93% war participation. If it stays like that, this will be an easy peace conference. Moscow has fallen. So Unit still has a lot of victory points. Okay, guess we have to go to Stalingrad and Baku. You know what? Let's risk it a little bit. No garrison. And Germany just now declared war on Denmark and Norway. Anyways, in Stalingrad. And they're very close to capitulation. Like, very, very close. And yeah, war won. Easy. I have by far the most participation, so I have the most points. If I do it right, I should get everything. And yeah, got everything. Not gonna lie, Commonwealth, natural borders. Best of all, we have 60% compliance in all of the states, because yeah, we made 2 compliance governments. That's gonna be amazing for our industry. But now that we got that, I would say let's leave the Axis and start doing our own thing again. So you know what? Let's declare war against Germany, because I want my cores back. Oh yeah, I'm at war with Japan now. Forgot about that part. I could actually join the Allies. You know what? I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be really helpful for now. I would say that's the first nice pocket. Goodbye. And while all of this is going on, why not go into Finland? They're in the Allies, so they will not join them, because here I made a war call against Finland, and the Allies guaranteed them. And I'm already at war with Germany, so let's go in. And yeah, the German front line for now, I just want to hold out. I feel like we have to kind of reduce the cast before we can push anywhere. So I'm just gonna let my Space Marine tanks do what they do best and defend. I would say so far so good. I mean, I'm currently fighting the entire might of the German army pretty much alone. I think the Allies did send me Air Force. Yeah, they did, thank you, Allies. But yeah, just holding out for now is actually quite a good plan. First Firstly, it gives me a lot of war participation, which I definitely need if I want to have anything in this peace conference. And secondly, it just drains the Air Force, which is also something I want to do. Because you see, they attack with the CAS. I have anti-attack, so I shoot down the CAS when they attack. And after a while, I just won't have any CAS anymore, and I can just push. They still have air supremacy, but they have only fighters left, and fighters can't do anything to me, so yeah. And that's Finland out of the way. And we have been kicked from the allies. I actually waited for that, because now I can fabricate on Sweden. Yeah, I have a plan in this region, and the allies will probably guarantee them, which is fine, because I will just join the allies again and then attack Sweden. So yeah, I'm kind of abusing the system the AI always abuses with kicking me out of the faction while we're ready together in the war. So I don't feel bad about it. And you know what? They're back invited into the allies. Wow. I feel like the Germans have been weakened enough that we can just do our own push. Yep, they're melting. How much losses do they actually have? I lost 240k. Germans lost 3.5 million to me. 3.5 million. What? I thought maybe 1 or 2 million, but 3.5 million? What is going on? That explains why I have 38% war participation. That is wild. Would you look at that? Got an achievement. This is going to be lit. As Lithuania, hold the capitals of all of your neighbors. Yeah, I didn't even intend on doing that achievement. I'm currently working on another achievement, but I guess cool. And yeah, I'm gonna get another achievement in a second. I mean, for you, it's a second. For me, it's probably an hour. The other side, my war goal against Sweden is done, so I'm gonna drag them into this war, and I hope they join the Axis. So far, they've joined no faction. You know what? That's totally fair. But because the push is going so well, we can actually do the Greater Commonwealth, giving us even more cores. So let's do that. Yeah, this focus trees gives you a crazy amount of cores everywhere here. And yeah, we also... Okay, I ignored Japan. I'm not even gonna pretend like I'm gonna deal with this anytime soon. But this takes a lot of troops away from the Japanese front, so China is gonna win. And at the same time, they're pushing the Japanese out of here. So me just letting the Japanese run into Siberia is actually a pretty good strat. Didn't intend on doing that, but works out so far. It does really work out. Hungary is gone. Bulgaria is gone. Yeah, the Axis are falling apart. That's a good thing. Italy's about to disappear. I'm surprised they didn't have any uprisings yet, but that's gonna happen in a second from now. And the Greater Commonwealth is done, giving me, once again, a lot more manpower. Was it 1.2 a second ago? It's a lot more. And Germany is gone, so I guess all Italy missing. And I guess they're about to capitulate too. And yeah, I've been kicked out of the allies again. It's like an on-off relationship. I can't explain it, okay? Pretty toxic. But for now, it works out. Peace conference is over. I got most of the land. I mean, I guess Denmark is a separate piece because no one was at war with them. Only me. That's a freebie. And I would say only Sweden missing. So you know what? All of my troops come over here and rush down Sweden. And now the allies want me back. And here we go. It has my name on it. Last achievement for today. As any Baltic state control the entire shoreline of the Baltic Sea. I still want to take out Sweden, but I'm happy that it at least worked out. So if everything backfires now because they join the allies or something, I at least got the achievement. I still understand why Sweden holds out so long. They literally don't have any victory points left and they're continuously fighting. Yeah, I even got Gotland, okay? Like I took care of that this time around. They're still fighting. Sweden now owns nothing of Sweden. How have they not capitulated yet? Good. Sweden, goodbye. Oh. So now only, yeah, one nation left. That's gonna be annoying. Not gonna lie. Okay, that's actually funny. Because I restored monarchy in Hungary, Otto from Habsburg is ruling it now. Because I did take myself a few Balkan nations in the first peace treaty. I own Hungary, Romania, and Bulgaria. They also giving me all of the resources plus a lot of the industries. Next to owning basically all of Germany plus Luxembourg. This was a very good peace treaty. So, let's try it. Naval invasion against Japan. And the allies want me to join again, but you know what? No. I just kept joining the allies because I was scared Sweden would join them otherwise. But I'm done being gaslit. Oh, by the way, there's like no one in Japan. What? Okay, you know what? Be aggressive and push. I'm just gonna say, who needs nukes? They're not really defending their homeland. Just gonna steal a few ships. I can't really take a lot. I mean, I capitulated them, but yeah, peace conferences, you know. Anyways, the war is over. All of them. The Commonwealth is at peace. And we have an enormous industry. And I would say this is a good point to end the video. These were my divisions. My patrons, I love you. Until next time, bye.